Welcome back to the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. J.J. Evison alongside Sydney Holmes for the sixth and final game on this Sunday of the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase. It is day number 2 here in Scarborough. The first day took place in Orangeville. Orangeville Academy taking on Crestwood Prep. Eric Peach gives it up to Crestwood. Now Lana Agbeliz, the 6'8", 2025, moving downhill. Left to right finish is good. Foul on Sergio Corda. Poking and prodding and finding a lane was Agbeliz. The three-point play is good, and just like that, it's a three-point lead for Crestwood Prep. Head coach Tyrone Bramble, part of that Team Ontario coaching squad that brought home a gold medal at the Canada U17 National Championships at York University. Nice finish there, Harmon Halemichael. Nice entry pass from E.J. Horton of Orangeville Academy. We might see some run from Orangeville players we saw earlier today, including Lucas Jendruziak, Aaron Gashaw, Noah Dacre. They are also rostered on this squad. Colton Crowdis has it knocked away. Agbeliz walks into a three, bottom. 6 points for Agbeliz to start this game. Let's see what the response is. E.J. Horton. McGlashan down low. Horton dives, doesn't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Chris Shibola called for the foul.
Quick start here for Crestwood. Can't say I'm surprised, to be quite honest, with the talent that's on their roster, but very quick start for them. Now, if you have the privilege of tuning in a bit earlier, we already did have the privilege of watching Orangeville Prep play earlier today. They were unsuccessful against Ochenda, so hopefully we can be maybe a bit successful, one of their teams against Crestwood here today.
I mean, it's a tough task, a tall task. Crestwood Prep, a very competitive basketball program. Crowdis, back to the top. Shibola. Another three drawn up for Agbeliz. No, off the mark. With a head of steam, Darius McGlashan. Cross-court pass. E.J. Horton, three is good. Horton's got 5. Agbeliz has 6. Rebound falls for Sergio Corda. McGlashan. Foul on Agbeliz, the 6'8", 2025. Hands in the cookie jar, causing some contact. The ball at the top, handed off. Jack McMahon. McGlashan, near side wing, gives it up. Corda, back to the top. Good ball movement. Halemichael gives it off. McMahon fading away, no good. Rebound corralled by Mangok Lakach. Agbeliz loses it. McMahon over the timeline. Corda, spin move into the paint, extra pass, good decision, and good finish, Halemichael. Preston Osborne, wearing number 4, scratch that. Eric Pesch drains the 3. Orangeville Academy just moving a little bit quicker than they want to. That's another turnover, 10-9. Just 2.5 minutes as the clock stuck at 6:57. Now a block by Hale Michael. Crowdis blocked and then takes the foul the other way to slow down traffic. Third team foul against Crestwood Prep. So a little bit undisciplined in the first minute, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Sergio Corda, the 6'9", 2026, hailing from Spain. Attacking downhill, good back pass. Colton Crowdis there to create some contact. His second, team fourth. Harmon Hale Michael, the 7-footer for Orangeville Academy, unable to finish. He goes to the free throw line. Pesh is out, and in comes Ben Van Bulk. So going with some size, head coach Tyrone Bramble bringing in some size. Chibola on the near side, has to pick it up, gives it to Van Bulk. Van Bulk turns, squares up against Sergio Corda, gives it right back to Chibola, who moves downhill, gets his defender in the air, patience, blocked. Crowdis with the rebound. McGlashan called for the foul that time. His first personal, second team on Orangeville Academy. Stolen, E.J. Horton misses the bunny and then neglects to get back. It's a 4-on-5. Crestwood, Crowdis, 3, no. Tapped away, Crowdis behind the back, getting fancy with it.
Beautiful effort though from Crowdis.
Here's Hale Michael with the two-handed flush. Not gonna make a mistake that time. Can't go empty-handed twice on offensive possessions. 13-9, 5:45 left. Van Bulk on the roll. Defender in the air. It's Horton. Van Bulk gonna go to the line. Hale Michael, his first, team's third, Orangeville Academy. Van Bulk at the line. Van Bulk, part of that Team Ontario gold medal team as well. That's where he met Coach Tyrone Bramble, and Bramble just plucked him up from the Ontario squad, and him and Sammy Uraz dropped them on the Crestwood roster. In and out, rebounded Corda. McGlashan to Corda on the near side, drops his defender, 1-2, Euro step and left-handed finish, no. Own rebound, second chance opportunity. And that's the stick-to-itiveness you need as a basketball player. Sergio Corda. And already the officials having a word with Harmon Hale Michael and Ben Van Bulk on the physicality. And Hale Michael will check out. In comes Melieni Cho. Side out, Chris Chibola. Number 1 in blue, Crestwood Prep. In those blue uniforms, moving from left to right on your screen. Orangeville Academy in black going the other way. Again, J.J. Evison, Sidney Holmes here on the call. Chibola keeps, takes high off the glass, no. McGlashan out and on the run. It's a 3-on-2. Ball finds Isaiah Lucuza, another Team Ontario gold medalist.
With an attempt to spread the floor there from Orangeville. And they still have possession, and there's still 15 seconds left here to make a good shot out of it.
McGlashan at the logo, works to the left, trying to get downhill, 360 into the lane, too strong. Magach out the other way, above everybody, blocked on the defensive effort, Korda. But Lokgach sticks with it and gets the second chance points. McMahon responds with a 3. 6'4" senior, Jack McMahon. Shooter. Miles Dehaney dancing with it, gives it away. McMahon corrals a loose ball, but gives it right back to Agbaliz, who misses the easy bunny. He's going to go back to the free throw line. Foul on Job. Eight points now in the opening frame for Lana Agbaliz. McGlashan out. Horton back in. It's Horton in front of his bench, working to the middle of the floor, into the corner. Pass intended for McMahon, just a little too hot to handle.
A lot of choppy basketball I'm seeing right now. I mean, we saw Crestwood kind of come out strong, and they're still having a strong presence. But Orangeville, they're solid on defense, which is allowing this game to kind of be in this close margin. But I just want to see them a bit more accurate on their offense because they're doing such a good job to get the ball back. But they just need to be kind of themselves in getting the basket to go.
Agbaliz works into the baseline, kicks it out. Shot is up and good for Miles Dehaney. Nice attack, can't get it to go, and out and on the run. Lokgach runs into some problems in the form of Chobe. And that's the second foul going to be charged to him. 15th foul for Orangeville. Aaron Gashaw checking back in, the Australian. We saw him a few games ago. Good passer, can finish around the rim. Lokgach makes both. Korda accepts the pass into the front court. Gashaw, Lakuza. Good ball movement here by Orangeville.
Solid rotation.
Everyone touching it. Off-ball movements there as well. Lakuza downhill, floater, yes.
That's the proper way to use the full shot clock. Give yourself and your team time to truly get into a better position. Don't rush it.
Orangeville up 2. How will Crestwood respond with an out-of-bounds turnover?
That's only one. Last game, we had a record of 3, tied the game before it.
So we're not getting worse, but we're not getting better.
No.
It's a plateau situation. Gashaw, give and go, gets it back, far side. McGlashan into the corner. Lakuza had a lane, hesitated, takes. That pass intended for Hale Michael, to check back in. Agbaliz playing with Dehaney. Dehaney moving downhill. Knocked loose, but touching the out-of-bound mark. So 2 offensive possessions, 2 out of bounds for Crestwood Prep. That's unlike them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that Orangeville is playing more of a settled man, so they're kind of cutting the gaps a bit better, and maybe Crestwood isn't used to seeing that, but it's a sloppiness we're definitely not used to expecting from them for sure.
Crestwood in a zone here themselves, where communication is key. Hale Michael accepts the pass, tries to back down his defender. It's Van Bulk, and Hale Michael gets the better of him. Good display of handling and a lane to the basket. Miles Dehaney scratched that. Chris Shibola putting on a pretty display of ball handling skills. McGlashan into the paint, leaves that one short. Rebound, Gashaw off the backboard and through. Shibola getting into the paint again, tries to get around Gashaw. Blocking foul.
Gashaw, I think he was there. The problem is the gap was cut right as he was stepping to get more into a better position. So in that case, I would just say it's better just to run next to them and just stick your hands up at the end, because when you're already a step behind, it's really hard to catch up.
Oh, especially against a guy like Chris Shibola, who's just, you know, could turn a corner, stop on a dime, you know, pick up the pace, going 0 to 100 like he's a Tesla.
His speed is just unmatched.
Oliver Wilson, the 6'10 senior, steps in to replace Ben Van Bulk. Lacusa. Gashaw from the free throw line, no. Lacusa gets the rebound tapped to him. He'll line up a three, that's off the mark. Dribbling into traffic, but getting away with it was Mangok Lokgatch. Another foul on Harmon Hale Michael. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 24-22, Orangeville Academy lead Crestwood Prep. And both teams starting to find their form here in the latter half of this opening quarter.
It's also very competitive. I know we said that we were expecting already Crestwood to kind of come out guns a-blazing, playing full out. And with Orangeville, if I'm not mistaken, we did see the Academy team play at the Fall Showcase, if I'm not mistaken.
Orangeville?
Yes.
Yes, we saw Orangeville.
Crestwood, I know we didn't see play.
We didn't see, but it was Orangeville Prep. No. Yeah, it was Orangeville Prep that we saw.
So we already know with Orangeville, they have a strong bench presence. That's always a given. There's always a lot of players kind of coming on the roster. One of the nice things is that they always have the strong fundamental skills to back them up, which is why the game is as close as it is, because we saw there was already, with a minute into the game, Crestwood had a 6-point lead, very, very fast. But now that Orangeville is kind of allowing themselves to become a bit more warmed up, they're getting a bit more settled in their play, this game is a lot closer because they're relying on these fundamentals. And their defense has been phenomenal right in this game so far.
That lead, that 6-0 lead you were talking about by Crestwood to start the game, all thanks to Lana Agbalis. He has 8 points here, 8 of the Crestwood's 22. One of the biggest contributing factors for Crestwood's offense, at least here in the first quarter. A couple of shooters still on the bench for Tyrone Bramble's squad over there in blue. Oliver Wilson at the line. The 6'10 senior misses the first opportunity. The second falls through. It's a 1-point lead now for Orangeville. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Lacusa with the handoff to Corda. Now Gashaw topside. More movement and a flurry of movement on the offensive side for Orangeville. Gashaw can't finish the play. Shot clock's turned off. Tyrone Bramble tells his team to hold for the last shot. Chris Shibola dancing near the timeline. Gets Lacusa on him. Moves around into the paint, stepping through, traveling. That pass off a second too late.
And look who we see checking into the game.
Lucas Jendrusiak. He had a chance to bring Orangeville within one score late in that game earlier against Uchenna. 4 seconds left, all downhill. Kicks it to the corner. McGlashan threes off the side of the backboard. 24-23 is the score after 10 minutes of play. Orangeville lead Crestwood Prep here at the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase, the Toronto Pan Am Center on a beautiful Sunday evening. We're going to step aside a quick 60-second break and come back to get you set for second quarter action. We're back, second quarter underway. It's a 1-point lead, Orangeville Prep over Crestwood. Sorry, Orangeville Academy over Crestwood Prep. Jendrusiak with the handoff to McGlashan. Motion called out, McGlashan moving downhill. Near side, three is up and good. E.J. Horton. Lead up to 4 now for Orangeville Academy. Alley-oop throw down, man. Catch. Beautiful pass from Chris Shibola. The no-look alley-oop, one of the sweeter alley-oops. I'm thinking a full court alley-oop might be the only one that tops it. Lacusa right in front of the Orangeville bench. That's good.
I think the no-look just comes all the way down to team chemistry.
Shibola dances. Lock, catch. Three up the window. Turnover on the offensive side for Orangeville.
No, you go ahead.
I was just about to announce a substitution. Agabali's out. Petch in. Number 4 in blue.
We saw Jendrusiak check into the game with a few seconds remaining in the first quarter, but he was one of the key leaders on the floor while Orangeville Prep was playing Uchenna earlier.
Miles Dehaney with a 3 of his own. He's up to 6 points in the game now. Another turnover. Crestwood Prep on the run. Mangagla Gatch loses it. Looking for some contact. Not going to get the call. Noah Dacre checking in. We saw him knock down some threes earlier today. Of course, collecting a lot of rebounds as well. Chris Shibola again at the top of the key. That pass intercepted. Loose ball. Dacre out on the run. He's got to give it up. Jędrusiak can't corral it. Another lob. That one a little too far away from the basket. We know you got long arms, Mangok, but not that long. Shibola, what a great visionary. Just is aware of where his teammates are and hits the fadeaway Jimmy. Another point guard who does it all. And that's what these Ontario teams are producing. Point guards that shoot, pass, get into the paint, rebound offensively, defensively. Active hands. Korda to Lacuza, scratch that. Duak. Back up to the top. Jędrusiak gives it up to Dacre. Near side, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. McMahon traveling. And good basketball movement turns into a turnover. Jack McMahon shaking his head in disbelief, unhappy with his decision making there. Delay of game warning given out to Jack McMahon.
Emotions got the best of him in that moment. He threw the ball back out of frustration, but now he knows he won't do it again. Hopefully he won't do it again anyways.
Good switch out there onto Miles Dehaney from Jack McMahon. Sammy Uraz in the game now. 3-point specialist. Good offensive rebounder. Another gold medalist from that Team Ontario squad. Shibola, one dribble into the elbow jumper, no. And stepping out of bounds was Oliver Wilson, turnover. Crestwood Prep up 3 here in a lightning quick start to the second quarter for them offensively. McMahon, deep 3, that's off the mark. Dacre corrals the rebound. Jędrusiak from the free throw line, no. Shibola over the timeline, getting into the half-court sets. Very minimal transition offense from Crestwood Prep here. Uraz thought about it. Wants the screen, uses the screen, takes on Korda, and foul is called on number 31 in black, Goy Duak.
Second mistake there for Sammy Uraz. On defense, the coach was saying, it's like, Sammy, get in position. You're out of position. Why are you there? And then now he hesitated with the ball so bad that he either could have shot the ball and took that chance away, or he had his teammate low in the corner that he could have dished the ball to and didn't. So hopefully Osborne can get another look.
Wilson sets the screen. Shibola gets the bigger Korda on him.
Sorry, Petch. Hopefully Petch can get another look. That's who it was.
I mean, he's screaming at Chris, saying, I'm open, I'm open. He really wants that ball.
He needs to, the problem is when you call for it so much and don't get it, you got to move it now. Because eventually the Orangeville is going to pick up that Crestwood. It's just fully open in the corner.
Shibola on the inbound. Dehaney up top, working to the left, into the paint. Stutter step through, no. Rebound, Wilson, no. He's called for the foul. Bucket's not good. Take the bucket away. Foul on 24. Isaiah Lacuza checks back in for Goy Duak. Lacuza, the 6'5", 2027. Can you believe he's got a few more years of high school basketball before he goes to the next step? Like, he is a developed player. Good decision maker, uses his body, plays down low, not afraid to stroke it from 3. Here he is, taking that matchup one-on-one. Jędrusiak off iron, then backboard. Uraz up ahead. Pesh, 1-on-3. Resetting at the top. Shibola, straightaway 3, back iron. McMahon can't handle it. Ahead, Wilson into the corner. Uraz, 3 is up, back iron, and out of bounds.
Nice try. It was a good rotation, though. They gave themselves as good of a chance as they could have.
Stepping into a three of his own, Corda drains it. Wilson accepts the pass over the timeline. Shibola gets it back now, guarded by Lacusa. Gets the step into the lane, elevates another alley-oop. This time, Eric Piche, the recipient. Shibola is just racking up the assists right now. Dacre gets away with the travel on the turnaround. Sergio Corda again, that time a little too strong. Uraz head up the whole way. Lengthening those strides, gives it up to Shibola. Shibola loves that matchup with Lacusa. First step working left. Fouled on the way up. Chris Shibola is going to the free throw line. Foul goes on Isaiah Lacusa.
You know, it just dawned on me that most, if not all, of these guys will have school tomorrow. I mean, it just
No,
seems
all of them.
It just seems so unfair, you know, after playing such a hard showcase. And also, it's almost okay. So it's 9:38 or 8:38. Sorry. Most of them, school starts at 8:15.
And then they probably have practice at 6.
Exactly.
I bet you the winning team gets the day off tomorrow.
That's what
The losing team's got to be in half an hour early.
That was the incentive.
Shibola drains it. 9 points now in the game for Chris Shibola. Job hounded. Pesh gets him on the arm. Another foul on Pesh. I believe the PA announcer has a different roster as he keeps announcing that Preston Osborne is getting all these fouls when really it's Eric Pesh.
I think, and this was something we had mentioned.
Out of bounds.
Another one onto the tally. The first one.
This time
The
it's
first
Orangeville. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, not at all. I think I was just going to say, because we're still kind of just getting into the regular season, a lot of the players are still figuring out their jersey numbers and kind of how they're playing. So that was honestly due to some of the confusion that we're hearing right now.
Egg believes with the handoff for Dehaney. Dehaney fading from the elbow. Count the shot. Orangeville contesting that Pesh touched it. Watch out. This could be another 2 points on a slam for Agbalis.
Crestwood slowly taking away a bigger margin so far in this game.
Jandrusiak trying to be shifty on that far side. Miles Dehaney swats it out of bounds.
You have to dribble to go somewhere, and just as I say that, Orangeville calls a timeout here. But Jandrusiak really put himself into a bad position. You have to dribble to do something. In saying that, though, your team also has to give you options to have an ability to pass to somebody, and he didn't have an option there.
No, Crestwood Prep, it's getting some consistent performances here in the second quarter. Chris Shibola is up to 9 points. Agbalis 10. Miles Dehaney has 6 of his own. So scoring coming from all different areas for this Crestwood Prep team. We're slowly building a lead over Orangeville Academy, hoping to take it away by the halftime. 3 minutes, while 2:59 left in the second quarter. And they've got to keep pushing the pace. They're getting comfortable on the offensive end, getting in their half-court sets. Defensively, they're flying around, getting hands in passing lanes. And Orangeville, Academy starting to feel a little bit off axis.
Orangeville's always been like a strong team in fundamentals, and as you said, Crestwood being coached by Bramble, fundamentals is key. Fundamentals is always the foundation of their success. So both of them are very strongly matched, but right now we're seeing Crestwood really truly capitalize on the offensive end, which is why we're seeing such a difference in the score sheet.
Tyrone Bramble, head coach of Crestwood Prep, has been involved in the Ontario basketball community for quite some time. Won gold medal as both a player and a coach at the Canadian National Championships. He's got a great support staff. He's set up a great program there at Crestwood. We'll see how they fare this year in a very tightly contested top tier of teams in the Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association. Excuse the delay. Officials are over at the scores table trying to get things organized. Baseline out of bounds, Orangeville Academy. 2:59 in the game clock, 18 on the shot clock. That first attempt kicked out of bounds. Over the top, McMahon with the handoff. E.J. Horton wants the screen from the big man, Hale Michaels. Ignores it. Crowdis comes away with the steal, and foul is going to go on E.J. Horton.
They're trying to say it should be bonus right now. I think Crowdis is going to head to the line for 2, if I'm not mistaken.
We are not in the bonus area yet. Orangeville Academy still talking amongst themselves. The officials giving them a chance to get set on defense. Here comes Dehaney. To the left. Picked up by the big man. Gravel, the long strides of Mangok Lockatch. Got him into trouble that time. Picked up the ball before he had made his mind up on the dish to the cutter. Coming in from the baseline. Hale Michael hands it off. Horton. And Miles Dehaney picks up the foul. So a little bit slower to end this pace of in the second quarter.
A lot more controlled. Earlier on in the first, we saw a lot more fast break opportunities. Now we're seeing them become a bit more controlled and relaxed in their play style, both teams.
McMahon for 3. No, Deshaw, the rebound, spinning, kicks it back out. Toe is on the line for Darius McGlashan. So a long 2 there. Brings the game to within 6 points. Another offensive foul. Mangok Lockatch. And standing his ground, McGlashan taking that one right in the numbers. A minute 49 left in the 6th and final game here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center as part of the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase. He arrived into town late last night after Denver's loss at home. Has the Raptors tomorrow night. There was a ticket giveaway earlier today. McGlashan dances with it over the timeline. Has a lane downhill to the corner. No good. Colton Crowdis with the rebound.
There's a lot of hesitation coming from Crowdis, and I know he's a good three-point shooter. We've seen it in the game before, so maybe there's just a few nerves that he has right now, but as soon as he shakes that out, he'll be great.
Agbeliz adds another 2 onto his tally, up to 12 now. Nice baseline cut. McMahon in the corner. Hale Michael, no. Shot is up, Peach, no. E.J. Horton lets that bounce out of bounds. Here's McGlashan with a burst of speed. We're under a minute remaining in the opening half. That lob just off the mark, maybe a little too low for Harmon Hale Michael. We wanted it a little bit higher. Crowdis back into the middle. Gives it up to Dehaney, gets it right back. Agbeliz, pull up, just too strong. Horton up to Hale Michael. And he coughs that one up out of bounds. Timeout, head coach Tyrone Bramble. Crestwood's up 10, 32 seconds left in the second quarter and opening half. And what is Coach Tyrone Bramble telling his team right now?
I would say, even though they're winning right now, they're not playing strong basketball, and they're not playing the basketball we're used to seeing. Their decision making is working at a much slower pace than we are used to expecting from them. And I don't know if it's because a little bit of the Orangeville defense is shaking up their standard play route, to be quite honest, but they're not playing with aggression. Like, I want to see the same aggression they bring on the defensive end. I want to see them passing hard. I want to see them cutting hard. Right now, the only plays that they've run are a pass rotation of beyond the arc. Nobody's breaking inside. So I would say if I'm head coach Gamble, I would be creating like a solid Bramble play, which in my mind is pass, cut, fill, hard cut to the basket.
All right, I'm thinking they're going to want to take as much time off the clock as possible to prevent Orangeville Academy from having any chance of scoring again in this half. They're going to take it down on the baseline in their defensive zone. And here we go, the final 32 seconds of the opening half. Crestwood Prep up 10 over Orangeville Academy. Crowdis. Chris Chibola dances with it at the top. Working on Gashaw. Turnaround. Kicks to the corner. Still plenty of time. Nice take. But McGlashan is there to reject. Shot clock's off. 8.8 on the game clock. They're actually going to put more, they're going to put time on the clock. Question is, will it be game time or shot clock time? Well, they stripped it.
I think they're just trying to figure that out now.
Well, technical issue. 8 seconds on the clock. 6 seconds on the shot clock. So 2 seconds shot clock, game clock difference. Crowdis, baseline. That one tipped and unable to be kept alive.
I thought there was a tip.
Okay, so there's some confusion on the floor. 7 seconds on the game clock, but there was 6 seconds, so hold on.
Because if the ball was never technically in play, yeah, I think we're all a bit confused.
Orangeville Academy going to use this 7 seconds to try and cut into the 10-point lead. Down inside, Gashaw knocks it out of bounds. So they come up empty-handed, and this final 32 seconds has led to 0 scoring. Crowdis, three-quarter court heave off the mark. 10-point lead, Crestwood Prep at the half. 10 minutes on the halftime timer. We'll step aside and be back with more basketball action here from the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center as part of the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase Tournament. We'll be right back. 20 more minutes of basketball to play here at the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase Tournament that took place yesterday in Orangeville at the Athlete Institute, where Jamal Murray once played. Today's game finishing out at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. JJ Everson, Sydney Holmes here with you for the final 2 quarters of the weekend. Crestwood Prep up 10 over Orangeville Academy. Orangeville in black, moving left to right on your screens at home. Crestwood Prep in that bright blue, of course, recognizable. Nice spin into the lane, and the finish, Sergio Corda. Belize picks up the second personal foul of the game for him. First of the quarter, just 22 seconds in. The 3-point play is good for Corda. So Orangeville come out and throw the first punch. How did Crestwood respond? A deep 3? Ooh. That'll do it. Bola out here hooping. Corda hands it off. McGlashan. Gashaw now to E.J. Horton. Back to the near side. McMahon. Corda baseline.
I thought it was a travel.
Got away with it. Ooh. A put back slam. E.J. Horton climbing the ladder and throwing it down.
One more.
Blocking foul on Gashaw, his second of the game. That will send Magok to the free throw line. The first one a little too short. Got to finish on your toes and follow through. It's a 1-for-2 trip to the line there. Not sure if you're picking this up on the broadcast, but Jack McMahon imploring his team to continue to move it due to the zone defense. But McGlashan turns it over.
And McMahon's in his final year. 2025 draft year, or graduation year. I said draft year. I'm pushing him a bit older than his years, but he's definitely a vocal leader on the floor. He's the one that's calling his team in for the huddle, doing a little bit of a regroup. He's always looking for the betterment of his team, to say the least.
Belize with the turnover there on the travel. Got cute with the behind the back play. So Orangeville another chance to cut into the lead. It's down to 9 from 10 at the half. Jack McMahon. Near side. Horton with the throw down and then the shot from distance. E.J. Horton's balling.
And that's exactly what you have to do with the zone. Quick passes, allow the defense to kind of fall back into it, and you're going to be open for that 3-ball. Good take.
Downhill and keeping his foot.
And the coach got a technical foul, I believe. Yep. Head coach got the technical foul for Orangeville there.
He might get tossed if he's not careful. Shooting the technical free throw is Bola, who will shoot the technical free throw and then 2 more. As he was fouled in the act of shooting, misses the first one off the back of the iron. Cibola stays at 13 points for now. He missed 2 of 3 on that trip to the charity stripe. McGlashan over the timeline to Corda. Jack McMahon, top side, swinging. Great ball movement by Orangeville. They're just unable to penetrate. E.J. Horton almost went up, does. Now a pass intercepted by Crowdis, yes. Hands in the passing lanes. Wide open. That's gonna go for Chris Cibola, up to 16 now. Lead back up to 10 for Crestwood. Getting to his spot, but unable to convert. McGlashan. Crestwood have a chance to extend the lead here. Crowdis. Jab step into the lane, off the backboard. Cibola's balling out. Jack McMahon. Now Horton, top side. Working on Mangok. Locke tries to get underneath him. Draws to foul.
I'm trying to think of what he could have done a little bit better in that position.
Who's he?
Oh, apologies. Well, we just got the foul for Crestwood here.
Mangok Locke?
Yes.
Number 11 in blue.
He was there, and like Lock had the positioning correct. I think the problem was he hinged a little bit. I'm just trying to picture what I think the referee saw in that instance, and he did ask the ref afterwards what he could have done better. I honestly think it was the hands. The slightest drop in your elbows, they're gonna call the foul. The positioning was fine. I think it was just his hands got in the way.
E.J. Horton heads to the bench for Orangeville Academy. Isaiah Lacusa back in. Big number 24 there. Crowdis turns the corner. Finds a shooter in the corner. And the ball drops for Miles Dehaney. He's going to go to the free throw line for a chance at a 4-point play. The foul will go on Darius McGlashan. Dehaney here to make it a 4-point play. And he does, which brings him up to 15 points in the game for Crestwood. Chris Cibola's got 18, Dehaney's got 15, Agbeliz has 12. Nice back cut. Gashaw can't finish the bunny. And Crestwood are out on the run, 5-on-3. Cibola into the corner. Dehaney again, in and out. Lacusa, watch out. Euro stepping through. That one rolls around and goes down.
Crestwood trying to attempt to slow the play down a little bit, get something set up on offense.
Well, they're up 13 now, so building on that halftime lead, they've added 3, looking to make it more. Colton Crowdis into the paint. Nice move, nice finish. Sergio Corda's going to pick up the foul that time. Love how Crestwood's really sharing the ball right now. Give it to the open man.
Exactly, it's team basketball, right?
More good perimeter ball movement. Lacusa back at the top side. McGlashan, elbow. Lacusa downhill. Mid-range Jimmy, front iron. Crowder with the rebound. Crowdis. Dehaney. Cibola had the time, didn't pull it. Now wants the primary defender out on him. Carey.
Unfortunate call.
Held the ball a little too long, got his palm underneath it. That's the second carry we've seen today. You don't see it that often.
No, but I think, and I know we touched on it a little bit this morning in the earlier game when we were talking with Drew Ebanks, actually, for those of you who weren't on the call with us earlier in the day, the founder of On Point Basketball. We were talking about how in the NBA you can get away with doing those carries, doing those travels, and because they're at the professional level, a lot of the young men and women growing up see it and emulate it, but you can't do that stuff here.
That's going to get called every time at this level. Orangeville bring in Lucas Jendruziak to try and help with some scoring. Lacusa stuck on the sideline. Picked up the dribble, top side Horton, working on Crowdis. 2 seconds on the shot clock, Horton puts it up, no. Shibola out and on the run. The long That's the second connection between Mangok Locke and Chris Shibola.
That's hard. It's a hard foul to give. He has to have his hands up. Again, Lockock, he's taking himself completely out of it when he drops his hands like that.
Substitution number 84, Crestwood. Stepping in as number 4, Crestwood, Osborne.
Eric Peach in for Mangok Lockock. Lacusa, near side wing. Straightaway three is bottomed. And Orangeville aren't going away quite yet. It's a 15-point lead, Crestwood, 3:53 remaining in the third quarter. Crestwood in the bonus the rest of the way. We just saw this matchup. This time it resulted in an offensive foul for Chris Shibola. He got past the first line of defense, but a charge was drawn. Heads up play by the Orangeville Academy's defense as they saw that same matchup from one possession ago.
And waited to switch and not let it affect you twice in a row, right? That's how you adapt on the fly.
Whip pass corner, Lacusa, three, up. Rim, no. Rebound poked out of bounds. Out of the fingertips of Agbali. So Orangeville Academy ball, baseline out. McGlashan's gonna take it. We'll see that line formation that we've seen so many times before from Orangeville Academy on the baseline out of bounds. All the way to the top. Into the corner, Lacusa. Draws a foul. Another foul on Agbali, his third. Side three off the iron, rebounded Eric Peach. Colton Crowdis tries to get around primary defender. Shibola into space, whip pass to Crowdis on the near side. Behind the back, spinning. 7 seconds on the shot clock, into the corner. Nice 1-2 step, elevate, hang time, Chris Shibola.
I didn't think Shibola was going to get that off, but again, fantastic rotation for Crestwood, way to not give up on it, and they got away with the 2 points.
Lacusa can't hit the corner three. Miles Dehaney going to slow things down. Then turn on the Jets into the corner. Colton Crowdis gets the shot up, but Miles Dehaney's called for the offensive charge. Moving too fast, couldn't change his direction. Ran into a Orangeville Academy player with their feet planted. It's a charge every time. Jendruziak, the handoff to Lacusa, now top side. The far wing, shot off the front of the iron, rebounded by Crowdis. Right into the path of Dehaney. Another half-court offensive set here from Crestwood Prep. What do they want?
The coach was yelling at them to use the clock. I think they're getting a bit too comfortable rushing it a bit earlier. Nice pass to the corner, feet set. Dehaney knocking down a three. He's at 18 points. The response from Orangeville, off the mark. And you
continue to hear Crestwood's coaches saying, slow down, slow down. Here's Dehaney at the logo. That pass read beautifully by Jędrusiak. A lot of contact. Jędrusiak picks up the loose ball. Extra pass, losing it.
It's a bit
Loose
too
ball.
easy to pass it like that.
Wanting to keep it the whole way was E.J. Horton. Throwing it down on him, and Coach Tyrone Bramble gets teed up.
That's both head coaches. One technical foul apiece.
Coach Bramble able to let it go a little bit quicker than Coach Blunt. Here comes the technical free throw. Jack McMahon. That rims in. E.J. Horton, wow, throwing it down with authority.
Just the power at which he's able to kind of get behind that every single time is...
He gets up so quick, too. Seconds on the shot clock. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. Dehaney into the paint. Nice pass. Bulk again. Dehaney on the charge. That time drawn by E.J. Horton. So the scouting report is in. Miles Dehaney is a pass-first player.
Yes. I think we're also realizing, too, with Dehaney is that because he's become so reliant on driving, that Orangeville is able to anticipate where he's going to be, and they're able to get there a step ahead of him. That was a fantastic play for Orangeville. Great through-ball pass.
Nice back cut by Horton, who's just continuing to put on a show here in this second half. 15-point lead, Crestwood ahead of Orangeville Academy. Shibola, awful close to another carry. Shaking, shimmying. Horton strips. Crowdis has lots of time, but throws it up off the backboard. And Jack McMahon just kind of shakes his head like,
It's one of those ones where it shouldn't go in, and it does, and you're like, Coach, I couldn't have done anything better.
Horton for three. No, flat. Crowdis has 5 seconds on the clock ahead. Agbelis gets the and one.
Good feed from Crowdis.
Great
Great
recognition.
court visibility.
And you got to credit, too, Agbelis having his hands up, giving him a target.
Like you said, you have it high, keep it high. Just go right up with it.
For a chance to extend the Crestwood lead to 21 going into the final 10 minutes. Misses, rebound, shot's not going to get off.
Clock didn't start. So
Clock didn't start, but the officials will let the teams know it's the end of the third quarter. 74-54, Crestwood Prep ahead of Orangeville Academy in this, the final game of the Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase Tournament here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. JJ Evison alongside Sydney Holmes. We've been here with you all day. We appreciate you tuning in on the Athlete Institute TV page on YouTube. This broadcast presented by OSBA. The Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association season is underway. Sydney and I will be on the Game of the Week call starting in November.
Really excited for that.
I'm very excited for that.
Because we did get a pretty strong baseline watching some of the teams in the Fall Showcase, and now to see them kind of come to fruition during the regular season, keep up with their stats as it's going on, and it's going to be really fun. I'm excited for it.
My favorite part of the whole thing is, you know, we had those conversations with more than a dozen players at that Fall Showcase tournament, and spending time with Team Ontario at the Canadian National Championship at York University, developing relationships with these players. We saw Sammy Uraz come in to the gym, gave me a little wave. Coach Tyrone Bramble, a little wave. You know, saw Jordan Charles for a hot minute. So it's nice to make those connections and get to know these players and their stories a little bit better.
For sure. It also, I think, too, it helps give them the recognition they deserve. And now that we're seeing that there's the social media clips for a lot of these men and women, and there's the interview aspect, as we get to hear about them and hear from them directly as people and as players. and really just give another touch point for fans to kind of hear about them. I think it's fantastic.
10 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter. Does Orangeville Academy have what it takes to withstand another blow from Crestwood Prep? Turn some defense into offense. Shave this maybe down to 10 points with over a few minutes remaining. They're going to have to play with a little bit more authority and dictate the pace of play if that's going to happen. Tyler Bain in for Orangeville Academy, number 32 in black. The newest player to try and guard Chris Shibola. Crowdis, kick out, deep three, that one's off the mark. Falls in the hands of Jack McMahon. Knocked out of bounds, but stays in possession with Orangeville Academy. Corda, handoff to McMahon. Gashaw gives it up to Bain. Bain coughs it up, but gets it right back. Crowdis couldn't handle it. Bain picks up the dribble, is in some trouble. Horton bails him out. Between the leg dribble, three is up, no. Rebound swallowed up by Mangok Lokgok. Bain with some tight defense on Shibola. Shibola spins, loses the dribble. Knocked out of bounds by Orangeville.
Almost got himself in a little bit of trouble there, Shibola, but I mean, again, kind of got it back. Tip off of Orangeville. Hopefully they can just set something true on offense, because even though we're in the final quarter, long day of basketball, you want to finish strong.
Trying to thread the needle there was Crowdis. He comes away with the steal. Locked up, two-handed jam, then gets another technical foul. He was warned about that earlier. I think it was a follow-through on the slam dunk. Regardless, got to keep your hands off the rock after it goes through the twine.
That was a good assist by Crowdis. Great way to take your time, have composure, and find the open teammate.
McMahon makes the technical free throw. Shaw traipsing up the court. Gets it back at the top. Horton gets his defender in the air, attacks baseline, jump stop. Bain, baseline stripped. And another foul on Lokgok, his fourth of the game. Some of these young kids still trying to figure out how to navigate dealing with their emotions. One of the coaches over there on Crestwood Prep reminding his team to focus on the next play, regardless of the outcome of the last one, which was a foul on Lokgok.
Again, I think it's easy to forget, too, because we're noticing them play at such a high level, that these are high school students, and a lot of them are hopefully looking to set themselves up to play at that next level, but a lot of them they're young kids still at the end of the day, right? So it's bound to happen, but if you have coaches, and majority of the coaches, if not all of the coaches that are in the OSBA, and also the teams that came over here from the United States to play in the showcase, they have the ability to give their team the right tools to be able to succeed. So.
Colton Crowdis has it out on the side after a foul was called on Jack McMahon. Now on the near side, Crowdis. Trying to shake free, doesn't. Shibola has time and space, but looking for Van Bulk on the inside. Instead, Shibola drives off iron and into the hands of Sergio Corda. Horton now gives it up back to Corda, the handoff McMahon, and Gashaw has it topside. Handoff Bain. Tyler Bain, no. 4 Orangeville Academy players at the scores table ready to check in. Mangok Lagok turns the corner, and one opportunity. The length. The length.
The aggression in which he's able to get to the net is one thing, but also the steps are small because of his wingspan. He's able to reach towards the net.
Second team foul. So attacking. Shoot one.
The only player remaining on the court for Orangeville Academy, E.J. Horton. Joining him, Isaiah Lacusa, Goy Duak, Darius McGlashan, and Malieni Cho. Duak gives it to Lacusa, who finds Horton. Horton back to Lacusa. That pass off the mark. And accepting responsibility was E.J. Horton, the 6'3" guard, senior. Yeah, feet were not set that time. Hold on, we've got a disagreement. So the officials are gonna come and talk about it. What did you see? When did it happen? What did I see? When did it happen?
I don't think his feet were set.
And they're gonna call it
called him
block.
off.
Yeah.
He called him off.
I mean, the official who made the call had a better angle on it anyhow. No bodies in the way. Crowdis, Van Bulk, the recipient of the inbound pass. Now playing a two-person game. Crowdis doing a good job of navigating the tough areas, gets his own rebound. Sammy Uraz from deep.
Good kick out from Crowdis.
And way to follow the shot to get the opportunity. So the offensive rebound and then the assist. E.J. Horton takes it to the rack, gets it to fall. Crowdis dancing with it. What a display of ball handling. Uraz squares up. That's off the near iron into the hands of Isaiah Lacusa. Looking up court. Just inside the three-point line. That shot doesn't fall. Darius McGlashan just off the mark. And Crowdis gently over the timeline. Uses that screen by Van Bulk. Wants that bigger defender, pulls him out. Agbelis right back to Crowdis. Feet set, shot is up, near iron, no. Crowdis fighting for the rebound, knocks it out of bounds. Great effort from Darius McGlashan, but he can't come up with the loose ball.
It was a good release from Crowdis. It was just a bit too front on. He just needs to bend his legs a bit more, and that would have gone in.
That was close.
Gosh.
Beautiful ball handling skills there, Lagok. Couldn't get the finish to go. And now here he is, no one in front of him. Oh my Lord, reaches down between the knees for Magok Lagok.
High school?
Let me check. Yep,
so, right?
it is.
Oh my goodness.
Uraz tries to intercept the pass, knocks it out of bounds. At least he's in the passing lane. Good positioning. Baseline inbound quick, Horton. Stutter step, shots up, near iron. Van Bulk collects the loose ball. Lagok ahead to Uraz, he's gonna settle it down. Wait for some teammates to arrive, trapped in the corner. No foul there. E.J. Horton tied up with Sammy Uraz. Not too sure that either player had an opportunity to get unlocked there.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. Yeah, I don't think it was intentional at all. I think they just got locked. Oh, unless...
So Orangeville Academy's head coach is waving off the opponents. He's trying to walk off the court, not too sure why.
Oh, I think they're leaving.
That would be a show of poor sportsmanship here.
I know we haven't gotten a clear call yet. Maybe we will in a minute, but I think it's because the coach is disagreeing with a certain call, and so he's calling his team off.
Well, that's not the way that any game should end. And unless a tournament organizer steps in to change this decision.
I mean, the teams are shaking hands.
So this Jamal Murray homecoming showcase ends with a walk-off. Orangeville Academy
Coaches don't want to shake each other's hands.
leaving the game early, and now they're going to have to be separated. This is not what a showcase tournament's for, folks. Everyone's got to be smart.
Coaches did not want to shake each other's hands. This is what started it.
People are running down from the stands.
Assistant coach for Crestwood is yelling at his team to get back.
E.J. Horton still trying to get over the timeline, and Crestwood Prep getting their fans hyped up. So we're going to score this one 84-59 in favor of Crestwood Prep as Orangeville Academy elects to walk off the court. So a rather unfortunate ending to what was a great weekend and a display of talent here in Canada and of Canadian players playing abroad. We want to thank those for tuning in on the Athlete Institute TV page on YouTube. This has been a production of OSBA TV. For Sydney Holmes, I'm JJ Evison. The Jamal Murray Homecoming Showcase comes to an end on this Sunday night. Thanks for tuning in. Signing off from the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks.